to see a player in Lucy Ashworth-Clifford who's been in exceptional form of late. We are underway. Third against 11th. Early touch here for Maria Boswell. Now towards Beth Rowe. Taking her time, first touch for Ashworth-Clifford. Rowe just snaps it forward. This Palace side have been absolutely devastating. 4 wins from 5. Not just in the results themselves, but in the way that they've been playing. Beating Bristol City and Birmingham City back-to-back. They, of course, got that phenomenal 3-2 win against Charlton last time. Ball knocked down this left-hand side, but in the end it'll be too awkward for Ashley Verdon. Throw down the right-hand side. Slam back up into the sky as a chance here early doors for Peskett to chase. And we'll pick it up as well here, Sophie Peskett. Only really Adam Aloui in the centre. Go again here. Ipswich, who've started in a very lively fashion, and the ball into a dangerous spot that is claimed well by Yanez. Really good claim, actually, because there was a few bodies in the way. We'll hear a drum beat through much of this game today in the stands of the VBS Community Stadium. That is Megan Waring's dad, for those of you who are keeping an eye on things. Now Palace have to clear this away and do. It's a smart pass away, actually, towards Sharp down this right-hand side. Molly May Sharp into the path of Larkin. Abby Larkin here has a bit of space, could pull the trigger. Larkin just doesn't properly get a hold of it. Body in the way. Open game early doors here. Edge of the penalty area, the strike will come in. It's always rising, but even then it was never far away. Blanchard. Early shot across the bows for Ipswich Town. Collected it really well, but it was always rising. Fascinating season, really, Annabelle Blanchard. She was one of a number of Crystal Palace players who, after a sticky start to the season, very vocal about not giving up. Well, that does appear to be an attitude that's worked out very well, doesn't it? It's off Adam Aloui. Can't quite grab it back. Now again with Sharp, who'll try and get it back. Ashworth-Clifford able to help out defensively. It's an awkward ball back to her, but taken well. Taken very well. That's very good play. Kit Graham collects it. Pressure on Paige Peake, but dealt with fair ease in the end. A lovely turn as well from Mitchell. Plenty of energy early doors here. It's a lovely little flick on the outside of the boot. Kavanagh's attempted ball through hasn't quite found its intended target. Pressure still on. Too much pressure in the end. First bit of involvement for Oliver Mackey in the game. Was actually booked against Charlton last weekend, Annabelle Blanchard. See that chance again here. Set herself really well. That is not that far away. Toe poke ball is well read. So too is the knock forward, though. Graham. Ashworth-Clifford. Shouts of control from the dugout. Adamaluyi will try and chase this down. Adamaluyi still going here. Needs a bit of support here, Princess Adamaluyi. Smart play in the end. Wide open, energetic start to this game. Rowe will try and keep a hold of it. Howard's done well in the end. Now Sharp. 5 minutes in, it's been pretty frenetic stuff. Well, Joe Potter calm at the moment in the dugout. She has had a very, very good run since her arrival back in June. Adamaluyi again will put pressure on. Newell. Big strides from the centre-back, of course, start the season on loan at Birmingham. Veerden over the halfway line, wanting the ball on that left-hand side. It's going to come to her. So it's a good pass as well from Swaby. Here is Ashley Veerden. Ball in, it's a very good ball. It's not quite dealt with. And in the end, I think, has run away for a corner kick. Well, we saw a couple of headers make all the difference for Crystal Palace last weekend. And Howard was very close there again. Brilliant play from Veerden. Actually, very good defending as well. I think it was Weir in the way. First corner of the game. Abby Larkin to take it. Veerden lurking on the edge of the penalty area. Larkin's ball in toward the back post. It evades everyone. But Kavanagh's done well and has won the throw in the end. Plenty out on Easter Sunday for this tie. Not too many Barclays WSL and WSL2 games left to come, of course. We are very much entering the last couple of weeks of the season, albeit they have been stretched across a fair few weeks due to the international break. Joe Potter, 78% win rate in her time at Rangers. Still decided to make the move down to Palace. If she can get them up this season, by hook or crook, it would have been a very good call from all concerned. Long throw down the right from Boswell. Bounces over Adamaluyi's head. Blanchard able to flick it on. And Veerden again, who's absolutely run that left-hand side ragged so far. With a potential Barclays WSL2 player of the season. She's just been devastating, and on that occasion, Kit Graham trying to stick with her. Ends up impeding it. Most assists in the league, of course, 53 chances created. Sometimes stats don't tell you what you need to know, and sometimes they tell you just how good a player has been. Blanchard to Veerden once more. Wants the overlap on this left-hand side and gets it from Alison Swaby. Very smart ball from Swaby as well, actually, to find Howard. Nodded away well, edge of the penalty area. They'll try and scuff one forward from range. Nice football, Kavanagh wins the free kick. Almost at the 10-minute mark. Both sides looking fairly confident, to be fair. Peskett will chase it down that right-hand side. It'll run away. We talk about the brilliant jobs done in the Barclays WSL 2 this season. Karen Hills has been incredible. Amy Merricks, of course. But arguably, with where Ipswich Town were when David Wright came in, I appreciate they did have a huge personnel changes behind the scenes with their football operations and how everything works as that ball comes back towards Yanez, who's very calmly in the end just swept it to Sharp. Yeah, you think about the jobs done in the league this season and the job that David Wright has done, even to give Ipswich Town a very good fighting chance of survival, would absolutely be up there. Amy Everett. Smart little pass through the gap. With Clifford able to win the throw. The throw's throw. Been brilliantly read by Sharp there. Flicked on again for Adam Louis to chase up against Newell. Adam Louis. Well, an arguable foul from the striker. Yeah, the future is very much up in the air, really. Obviously on loan from Gotham in the States, has not really been able to impress there, despite only joining back in September. He's certainly impressed back on loan here at Ipswich Town. Formerly of West Ham, of course, as well. But it will be interesting to see this summer what happens with Princess Adam Louis. It's a very strong but very fair challenge. Kavanagh making a pretty firm point. With Clifford. Rolls it back towards Weir. Has time to be calm. With Clifford dances away from Sharp. And away from Larkin as well. Kavanagh under pressure does very well. Quick ball through towards Adam Louis is cut out. Sharp under pressure once more. The free throwing element of this game has just dried up a tad, but plenty of effort still. Adam Louis. Pressure on Graham, who plays a brilliant ball through to Ashworth Clifford. It's Ashworth Clifford who'll try the curling strike, but the flag will have gone up. He wouldn't put it past Lucy Ashworth Clifford. In particular, the last couple of weeks, she's been brilliant, but obviously settled in brilliantly since that move back from Italy in January. She's got some big goals and some big impacts. Brilliantly taken again, and you do not want to see this running toward you. Veerden, well cleared. Ashley Veerden again into the penalty area, trying to dance their way through. Colette Kavanagh again in the right place and releasing a brilliant ball actually down that right hand side. Pescott up against Swaby's just overrun it. But again, superb from Colette Kavanagh. Swaby's throw. Adam Louis lays it off. That might be a bit too heavy a touch. Always going to be tricky for Pescott. Swaby. Oh, it's a lovely layoff into the path of Annabelle Blanchard, who's already had one chance from range. Blanchard into the penalty area, put back across, well blocked. Lovely football from Crystal Palace. Howard wants to take it quickly, and has done. Toward goal, into the back of the net. Crystal Palace lead. I do not think for a second that was a cross. It was brilliantly struck. And your goal scorer, Kirsty Howard, gets her 7th of the season. Took the corner quickly, knew exactly what she wanted to do. That is a brilliant strike. It is a brilliant goal. And Palace lead at the 15-minute mark. What a strike from Kirsty Howard. And it felt like from the second Crystal Palace won that corner kick, she knew what she was trying to do as the ball is struck immediately toward goal. Ipswich need to keep their heads a bit here. Muir's ball forward, had not started poorly at all here. Here's Kavanagh, who really hasn't started poorly. Adamalouis takes it under control. Princess Adamalouis into the penalty area, still going. Adamalouis gets the strike away. Brilliantly blocked. She'll try and win it back. Sharp back to Everett. He plays a brilliant ball actually through here to Abby Larkin. Weir's done really well just to slow things down. But that was brilliant from Kirsty Howard. Took the corner, got it back. First time curling long-range effort. Phenomenal way for Crystal Palace to have taken the lead in this game. There is an update, of course, in our other 2 o'clock kickoff today. Newcastle United 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Australian Alana Murphy getting the goal there. This was the chance for Adamalouis a few moments ago, into the penalty area. I'd argue took an extra touch, but it was always going to be difficult charging through that many bodies. Obviously the result earlier today for Ipswich Town was a good one. Durham having taken the lead but losing out to Bristol City. Even then though, they will not have wanted to go one down, not just because no side does, but just the way that it came about, the quick set-piece transition. Went quite dialed in for the goal, albeit stopping it would have been pretty tricky no matter what. Mitchell trying to charge through, has won the throw. Boswell take another throw here. Should be pleased just to be in some ways finishing this season. She picked up a really nasty looking injury against hashtag United. Everyone thought it might be a season ender. Adamalouis is charging brilliantly, putting pressure on. Does not get rewarded for it. Such a fantastic focal point, Princess Adamalouis. She's not one who gives up easily. Sharp takes it down again. Increasingly interesting battle with Beth Rowe. Rowe's throw. Garner just gets an important touch to it. Some real pressure on Leah Mitchell here, but she's done really well. Beth Rowe again. Oh, brilliant touch from Ashworth Clifford. Only really Adamalui in the centre. Ashworth Clifford has done really well. Low ball in. It's a dangerous one towards the back post. Rowe nods it back into danger. Slammed clear by Newell. Advantage played by the referee. Difficult ball for Veerden. Dealt with by Paige Peake. Last couple of minutes, Ipswich are just finding a few gaps here and a few gaps there. Overall, he'll be fairly content with how his side have played. Long way to go just yet. Clifford tumbles down under the pressure from Lucy Newell. Well, the way her side took the lead was absolutely superb. Spoken about only really concentrating on her side, not caring to a certain extent what Charlton, what Birmingham City, the likes of Bristol City and Newcastle have been doing over recent weeks as well. That has shown the results her side have been getting. Here's Beth Rowe over the halfway line, bit of room to run. Ashworth Clifford, left-hand side. And the flag has joined her again. Luke Bowles lifting the flag for the second time in her direction. Veerden, Peskett and Mitchell both there. Palace have played their way out brilliantly. That's a lovely ball through as well. Blanchard, this is dangerous for a second. It is a second that will be chalked off. Phoebe Horner lowers the flag. Brilliant football from Palace though. Abby Larkin's finish was, as you'd expect, consummate as well. Sharp. Lovely turn. Annabelle Blanchard collects it. Pressure from Mitchell tells Adamalui. On this right-hand side, Princess Adamalui. Continues to be that physical presence up front. 25 minutes in, it's been an enjoyable game, no doubt about that. The hosts lead. So's throw into the area, the strike will come in and it's testing the keeper. It's down quickly and well. Decent moment though for Ipswich. Sharp little layoff that is dealt with very quickly by Kenzie Weir. Heavily involved so far, Molly May Sharp. Everett striding forward, the Palace captain. Annabelle Blanchard swings one in. Swept away. That is fascinating, isn't it? 17% in that Ipswich Town box, but all that's really come of it is that one long-range cracker. A little misleading, those stats, in truth. A couple of long-range efforts from Palace, of course, as well. Lovely turn. And now right-hand side with Sharp. Tries to swing it in. Well blocked from Rowe. Larkin and Sharp combining. Sharp's ball in towards the back post and just too awkward for Veerden. Arrived at a nice moment. Just bounced away from it. A fair few Ipswich Town fans who've made the trip today. Look on the Peskett's going to try and win. Keep going here, Sophie Peskett. Everett to Newell. Newell to Sharp. Little ball around the back was exactly what Abby Larkin wanted. And now to the byline, pulls it back into a dangerous position once more. It doesn't drop for Blanchard. Come instead to Hayley Lard, who rolls it again toward Abby Larkin. Larkin side-footed ball in, is it cleared away. Really good football once more from Palace. Ball around the back for Abby Larkin to chase was perfectly weighted. I don't think this one is going to be taken quite as quickly. Confirmation, by the way. Apologies for this. It was a 93rd minute equaliser for Durham earlier on against Bristol City. Who else but Beth Heppel? Veerden into the penalty area. Laid off to the edge. It's dangerous for Palace. The strike is not a clean one. Blanchard puts the ball back in. Cleared away. Calmly collect it back. Pressure on here. Graham opts not to chase that one down. Things have got slightly scrappier in the last few minutes. Palace at the moment looking pretty confident. Newell to Sharp. Sharp's ball forward is cut out by Rowe once more. Kavanagh. Ashworth Clifford had made the charge back down that left-hand side, but that was always going to be a difficult ball to find it. Cateau, who's not had too much of the game so far. Brilliant central midfield presence though, Cateau, of course. Absolutely exceptional in that reverse fixture between these two. Here is Blanchard. Able to get the ball in. It's only going to drop as far as Veerden, who gets it under control, and Well, the first touches were absolutely brilliant. The strike was not a bad one either. Blanchard did so well to get away from Leah Mitchell. That is not easy technique at all. Brilliant play from Veerden before steering it over. The ball was spinning towards her to bring it down, slow it down and strike it. Rowe has to steer the kick. Adam Malloy up for the header. No free kick given. And then in the end, Everett just steers it back to her keeper. Newell. Oh, Colette Kavanagh's chased and has fairly won the ball. It's struck toward the goalkeeper and, well, Jayez was straight at her again. Kavanagh won it from Mikato. Quick strike in as well was pretty sweetly hit from Graham. Oh, a bit much shown to Ashworth Clifford there, but again, Lucy Newell has just managed to calm things down. Peek back to a goalkeeper. There are the stats so far. We'd expect plenty of possession from Palace at home. (66% to 34%. Negri's done well. Here comes so far again as Veerden though. Graham closing. Ah, lovely play from Hayley Ladd. Now Swaby to the path of Blanchard up against Kavanagh, who sort of tamely throws a boot out on the ground. Lovely pass here, right-hand side for Sharp. It's Molly May Sharp who'll just try and steer it toward goal. It's a head in the way. Bit of miscommunication. Carto under pressure from Adam Malloy. Now with a goal scorer who'll go again from range. It bounces and it bobbles. A few days for her, of course, called up to the England youth setup. Natalia Negri. Featuring for the under-23s. Further evidence of a really good couple of years from the goalkeeper, actually. Of course, that's, I think, called the commentator's curse. Ball goes straight out of play from the keeper. Absolutely nothing that Beth Rowe could have done there. Newell to Everett. Veered into Swaby. Carto. Kavanagh finds the intended target one way or the other. Page Peak. To Rowe. Marshall by Larkin and launch forward. Not a bad ball at all that Newell takes the safe option with. Ashworth Clifford, I think, has just led that run. I think claiming that Sharp had touched it. You do feel that she wouldn't have left that alone if she hadn't. I've been pretty confident, but either way, goal kick. Some discussions about how to find the beat there in the stands. One of the great things about watching football at this level, you do, of course, see in the women's game plenty of families, plenty of entertainment as well. Everett, momentarily like that ball was dangerously towards Princess Adamalouie. Swaby's pass eventually finds Veerden. Pesca will try and win it. I think has conceded the throw. And she's dropped a little bit, I'd say, from those frenetic opening 10 or so minutes. Negri's launched it forward. Picked up by Hayley Ladd. You look at the bench and what David Wright could do. Of course, Ava Baker perhaps not had the minutes she would have hoped against Forest and Southampton after that phenomenal performance against Durham back in mid-March. 2 assists and she was utterly unplayable in that game. Kirsty Howard, well, this was brilliant. Collected the ball, didn't even take a touch, started with a corner, got it back, and finished it with aplomb. And from the second she got that ball at the corner flag, she knew exactly what she was going to attempt. And she got it absolutely spot on as well. Brilliant goal. Ipswich corner. Be their first of the game. A few fans trying to draw attention to the ball's placement in and around the quadrant there. And comes the corner toward the near post. It's landed in the path of Ashley Veerden. Mopped up very well. Here's Kavanagh. His touch was awkward, but keeps it. Kavanagh. Little flick back through. Adamalouie will keep chasing it and has done brilliantly once more, Adamalouie. But once more, it doesn't go her way. What her position at Gotham is. The fact is, I think that since her arrival at Ipswich, there's been an awful lot of folks impressed by it. Maybe just needed that spell back in England to settle back down. Here is Sharp, back to Newell. Carto, Everett. Captain's had a brilliant run of form of late. Swaby. Everett skims one towards Sharp. With Clifford in her way. Palace just understandably calm at the moment. No fuss. Here is Everett again. All these big, charging, marauding runs forward. She's interrupted this time. Yanez will pick it up, albeit not literally, and find Newell. Everett's past to Blanchard, who's done really well to carve herself a charge away from danger. It's Blanchard still going. Veerden left-hand side. Ashley Veerden. Kavanagh yet again, who's had an excellent game in her way. Swaby. Blanchard. Can Palace hit again here before half-time? Carto. Sharp back to Carto. Smart pass as well. Larkin. Trying to curl one in. Swaby. Veerden. Still with Veerden, who puts in a very dangerous ball. Who else but Colette Kavanagh to slam it up into the sky? Adam Aloui can't keep a hold of it. This is real sustained pressure here from Palace. Carto to Sharp. Wants it back and gets it with a beautifully weighted pass. Ashworth Clifford with her. Got herself into a little bit of awkwardness, but back with Carto. Everett. Blanchard. Undoubtedly fouled. Leah Mitchell might be a bit frustrated with herself there. Booked last weekend. Not a bookable offence on that occasion. Was superb throughout the entirety of February. Actually was the club's player of the month. Now what can Palace do here? The wind is certainly making things awkward. More I think for goalkeepers than goal scorers. Blanchard over the ball. It feels like she's only got one thing on her mind here. Negri will have to be ready. It's Blanchard. It is a long way over and wide. That is not often the standard of an Annabelle Blanchard free kick. Well, not long before he has to find some words of some kind to try and say to his side, who've not been poor by any stretch of the imagination. You'd argue the marginally worse of the two, but only marginally. The fact is, though, over the last couple of games, his side have played really well in both, arguably better than what we've seen so far today. And lost both of those as well. Carto able to pick it up. Adam Aloui goes across. Swaby, smart pass to find Blanchard, whose touch is heavy, and Sophie Peskett gets it. Chance here for Ipswich Town to charge forward. It's Peskett. Adam Aloui. Ashworth Clifford on this left-hand side. It's going to bounce away off the defender. Adam Aloui opts to keep a hold of it. That's a poor pass, and Veerden is able to skip away. For Peskett at least slows things down, and really slows things down. Last minute of normal time here. There will be only one added minute as well in this first half. We'll confirm that with you in just a moment. Veerden, well, the wind is seemingly picking up actually in the last 5 or so minutes. Adam Aloui. Is Ashworth Clifford onside is the question. I don't think she was. She was not. Amy Everett, Palace captain, just will want to keep everything nice and clean at the end of this first half. Kavanagh, the flick up there. Adam Aloui unconventionally finding Ashworth Clifford on this left-hand side. Plays it back toward the striker here. Adam Aloui cuts inside and hits the deck. I think it would have been very hard to argue a penalty kick there. Newell, there is confirmation of the 1 minute. And after Sharp. Well, the first half started with a lot of energy, calmed a little bit, but it is a first half wonder strike from Kirsty Howard. That is going to give Crystal Palace, you'd imagine, the lead at half time. Ipswich can pull something out in these next 30 or so seconds. As things stand, Palace move into third, 3 points off Charlton, with the exact same goal difference, and at half-time, it is Kirsty Howard who has made the difference. Knew exactly what she was doing when she took the quick corner kick. Straight down, straight to Vieden, who gave her it back. And then a lovely curling long-range finish has given Crystal Palace a 1-goal lead. Ipswich Town were not poor in that game. They are not testing the goal confidently or regularly enough, though. And David Wright has got a few words to say at half-time. Princess Adamalouie has been, as she tends to be, everywhere. Had one big charging chance into the penalty area that was very well defended in the end. But I think we've got a very intriguing second 45 minutes ahead of us at the VBS Community Stadium. At half-time, it is Crystal Palace 1, Ipswich Town 0. Can Ipswich Town grab what would be a vital point or 3? For Palace, will they continue charging toward the top of the Barclays WSL 2 table? Because 2026 for Joe Potter's side has been remarkable. Here is Peake. Paige Peake just a few jogs forward, putting the ball toward Princess Adamalouie, who's in a battle here with Swaby and has won that battle as well, but in the end can't get the ball under control. She just offers something that quite a few clubs in this division perhaps don't have in the same way. I'd argue Amy Andrews would be one, Joy Maywood would be one. Really physical striker presence. Scrambled away in the end by Kenzie Weir. Heavily involved in that first half, Molly May Sharp. Knows what it takes to win the league with Palace. Did it back in 23-24. Luke Bowles has been very busy on that side with the flag. But Lucy Ashworth-Clifford up more than a couple of times in that first half. Smiling in the sunshine at the moment, Joe Potter. Back towards Sharp, Adamalouie slowing things down. Well, he has done an absolutely exceptional job, of course, David Wright. There is no argument for it. 9 points under him, 8 played. But not only that, he's managed to give Ipswich Town the belief that they could potentially survive and meld more than a few new names and new faces into the squad. It has not been an easy task for him. Here is Peskett. Veered into Swaby. Now back towards the captain, Newell. At the halfway line for the Man United defender. Larkin done really well here, Abby Larkin down this right-hand side. There's plenty of Palace players in the penalty area. It's still with Abby Larkin. Couldn't find a teammate. Still not clear here. Sharp. Back towards Mikato. Little tricky for Swaby. I don't think kept it in, but apparently did. Veerden. Kato. And it is Sharp in the end who loses possession of it. Oh, what a run that was from Abby Larkin. Had a brilliant couple of months. I mean, not just away from one here, she's away from 3 or 4 Palace players. Dances away from Rowe. Kavanagh sliding across, but difficult for Howard to get a hold of it. Palace 1, Ipswich Town 0. Swaby just trying to get away from Pescott here. He was adjudged to have fouled Alison Swaby. Over to Kato. Oh, that's a brilliant pass from Kato, but just a little heavy. Superb vision. Well, the sun is out. I think physically and metaphorically for the Palace fans. Look at what they've done in the second half of the season. It has been absolutely remarkable. That one loss in 2026, the arguably surprising 3-1 defeat at Southampton. They've won 5 of the 6 since then. Drew the other, of course, away at Newcastle back in mid-March. It has been an imperious run of form. Everett just loops it up. Ball is kept in well, but Kavanagh. Very smart play, Ashworth Clifford. Newell not adjudged to have fouled. Ashworth Clifford is not giving up though. Continues the pressure. Slammed clear this time. And actually might bounce down this right-hand side here. Goal scorer. For a moment, it seemed like Howard may be away there. Ladd to Kato, who finds Newell. Now Larkin. It's a lovely pass to the edge of the penalty area, but awkward for Howard to keep a hold of. Launch forward. It's never going to be Pescott's. That was surprisingly Kavanagh's. Here come Ipswich once more. Ball brilliantly won by Hayley Ladd. Finds Swaby. Blanchard. Now to Howard on his right-hand side. Peak with her. Brilliant pass into the on-running charge. Larkin trying to get out of her feet. Still with Abby Larkin into the arms of Negri. Larkin looking to make things happen in this second half. Kenzie Weir. Beth Rowe. Ashworth Clifford will charge toward this up against Newell. Has won it, tries to turn away from Newell, who's defended it really well. Bit of support as well. The ball out for a goal kick. In the thick of it today, Molly May Sharp. Think about Palace's end to the season as well. 2 matches they would hope to win, albeit Pompey on the final day of the season might have a lot to play for at that point. Kavanagh under pressure. Howard with it. Colin Kavanagh, not for the first time today, has done superbly. There they go away to Sunderland when we return on the 26th of April and finish at home against Pompey. As we said, I think you have to have a little bit of sympathy for Portsmouth this season. Their injury crisis in the first half of the season was, I think, a crisis that very few sides in this league, full stop, would be able to get away from. Sometimes playing midfielders as an entire back four. It's been a very tricky run at Portsmouth. They are not done yet, to be fair to them. Here's Yanez. To Newell. Cut out well by Kavanagh. Oh, poor pass, which is still brilliantly won by Kit Graham. Ashworth Clifford. Newell's had a very good game. Joe Potter spoke about her being one of the best players in her year group in her position. Said she's never seen a more unlucky player in terms of one who's not been able to get game time despite the talent she's showing in training. Rowe tries, I think, to win the corner kick. It's very well blocked. Adam Malloy will have to try and chase the ball that's spinning away from her. Beth Rowe will definitely chase that down. Ashworth Clifford. Ball in, it's a bouncing around, it's very dangerous, it's not a toward goal. Well, hands in the sky immediately from a couple of Ipswich Town players who had a handball. It was Kit Graham with the chance. We'll take a look at that shortly and see what we can see. Dangerous stuff from Ipswich. And actually, to be fair to Yanez, did really well to react as quickly as she did. Everett. To Newell and back again. Adam Malloy decided to chase down, so has Ashworth Clifford. Ball away for a throw. Well, this was that chance. Ashworth Clifford swings it in, bounces up. Well, I didn't see anything wrong there myself. Perhaps they were claiming for a corner instead. Oh, I did hear a shout of handball, but maybe there's another angle which gives us a bit more information. Ball over the halfway line. And that did seem like a handball from Swaby. And in fact was. Oh, given away frustratingly for Ipswich Town. Carto. You can see what she's trying to do around the back of Beth Rowe. Just another reminder, WSL Football have launched their brand new app offering fans of both the Barclays WSL and Barclays WSL2 a front row seat to exclusive content, and all games, of course, broadcast on the league's YouTube channels as well. It really is a fantastic app. Go and take it a look. There's so many amazing features. To download the app for free, fans can search WSL Football in the Apple App Store or in the Google Play Store as well. If you're a fan of Barclays WSL or Barclays WSL 2. It is an absolutely brilliant app. Here is Ashworth Clifford. Tries the ball in, lands to Rowe, who just spins around. Has the ball in herself, then cleared away by Carto. Weir's done well, but the pass is asking perhaps a bit much of Ashworth Clifford, who's not quite kept it in. Last couple of weeks for her have been superb. Adam Louis putting pressure on. Over to Swaby. Howard, that's a lovely touch to find. Hayley Ladd. To this right-hand side, it's a big touch from Sharp. Molly May Sharp bounces into Kavanagh again. Still going, Colette Kavanagh. And wins the free kick as well. Huge amount of shots this season. In fact, Molly May Sharp, I was looking earlier on, 27 shots this season for Molly May Sharp. Fair few for a right back, even if it is one who enjoys charging on in the way that she does. Oh, Peskett's just popped it into the path of Swaby, but does not give up and keeps going. That's brilliant from Sophie Peskett. This is really good from Sophie Peskett. Adam Louis is going to find Princess Adam Louis, who charges into the keeper and has slid in very strongly and will be, I think, fairly booked there. Brilliant play from Sophie Peskett. Second yellow of the season for Princess Adam Louis. Well, she's been in a fair few battles today. A couple of conversations now between one or two players and the referee, Oliver Mackey. And the keeper, which is good to see, Yanez back onto her feet. Played every single league minute this season. She does not want to miss a single second now. Of course, made that phenomenal late save, of course, against Nottingham Forest as well. Really was an excellent stop. 2 or 3 games ago and maintained that 1-0 lead that Palace held on to the end. They'll be wanting to hold on to this one as well. 29 minutes of normal time remaining. The wind is, I think, certainly playing a part in this. So a number of players, once the ball's into the air, understandably must judging where it's going to land. Graham wins the throw. Ashworth Clifford. Only 2 in the centre towards the back post. It comes toward one of them though. Sophie Peskett on her own here. Veerden and Swaby there. And it's going to be Swaby who emerges with it. Back towards Veerden, who had one choice and took it. Kavanagh is chasing it. Almost landed at her feet. Carto. Molly May Sharp. Ball is well won by Beth Rowe. Still going here. Beth Rowe has kept possession. Smart play to just slow things down for Kavanagh, who then, fairly unsmartly, gives it away. Howard. Oh, what a play from Kirsty Howard there. It's Abby Larkin, 2 in the centre. Veerden and Blanchard there. It's still with Larkin, who goes toward goal. Nodded away. back into danger. Kato. Sharp's ball is blocked out for a corner kick. Again, we'll have another slow one. Or at least normal pace one as opposed to the one that gave us the goal. Ipswich Town have everyone back. Larkin looked to be coming short, but may have just dragged a couple of defenders with her. Alfredo plays it in. With the head in the end of Amy Everton wide. th minute goal from Kirsty Howard separates the two sides here. No news to bring you from Gateshead either. Remains Newcastle United 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Oh, the ball may have been given away here. Peskett. Adam Aloui. Little layup towards Kavanagh, who's emerged with it. Goes right-hand side with the big charge of Boswell, who skips away from Swaby. Has done really well twice here. Has done really well 3 times. Driven back in low. Kavanagh into a dangerous position and taken away from her. Good play from Ipswich Town. Boswell did really well there on the right-hand side. Corner kick for Ipswich Town. Lucy Ashworth Clifford into a dangerous position and nodded toward goal and away. Never really feeling particularly dangerous. It's been a real reboot on her career the last couple of weeks. And I think we're going to see a couple of interesting changes here for Ipswich Town. One of which is not a huge shock to see. Ava Baker will be coming on. My guess is replacing Sophie Peskett here. And the other one's quite an interesting one, actually. Kavanagh coming off. It must be tiredness or an injury, because she's done really well in central midfield there. Done really well, so that'll be interesting to find out what's happened there. Either way, Lucy O'Brien has made her way on today. Bearden's pass towards Blanchard. Been very well read by Kenzie Weir. Adam Aloui. Graham can't keep a hold of it. It wasn't a great pass from Adam Aloui either, to be fair. Here is Ava Baker. Combined with Adam Aloui at England youth level more than a couple of times. Adam Aloui, while not doing anything particularly egregious outside of that very strong challenge on the goalkeeper a few minutes ago, still need to be fairly careful here. do eventually add up. Weir's done really well there. Really good communication with Natalia Negri. So 22 minutes to go. We've had our first substitutions of the game as well now. Rowe will try and get this back. Good combination on that left-hand side touchline. O'Brien was trying to keep a hold of it. Palace not showing any signs of sitting at the moment. I mean, you wouldn't expect them to, I suppose. 20 minutes to go. The desire to get forward remains, though. Amy Everett. Hayley Ladd. Ball was almost won by Leah Mitchell. It was definitely won by O'Brien. Here's Ava Baker. So direct when she gets the ball. Ava Baker charging through. Here it's with Ava Baker, who just tries to flick it towards Adam Alui, who's not going to be able to keep that in. Every time Ava Baker gets the ball, it's almost never pass back along the touchline. It's a charge down it. Or as we saw there, the quick move inside. We spoke about how interesting it'll be in the summer for Princess Adam Alui. I think Ava Baker maybe comes under that bracket as well, depending on what happens with her parent club Birmingham City. Here come Palace again then. Veerden on the far left-hand side of the penalty area. Blanchard there as well. Is the flag going to go up? I think it is. Wrong decision made after some nice football from Palace. And we did say we weren't sure how much longer Princess Adam Alui would stay on the field. Well, it looks like we're going to see Natasha Thomas. Yeah, there goes Adam Alui. I mean, such a handful, so difficult to deal with. But after that yellow card, the way that she plays her football sometimes, it's maybe hard for David Wright to keep her on. Natasha Thomas will come on instead. Was absolutely superb on international duty for Jamaica against Nicaragua a couple of weeks ago. Been called up again this week. Played in that 18-0 victory over Dominica. A couple of goals and a couple of assists in that one. Ipswich will take just 2 of those 18 here. Might go to a point where they take just 1. Thomas will chase down that Palace back line, and in fact Palace have given the ball away. Ashworth Clifford just too high for Baker. See what the winger was trying to do in finding the, well, other winger. Swaby will take the throw. Swaby's throw, not forward by Boswell. And that's a lovely pass into a lot of space for Blanchard. It's the overlapping run to her right-hand side and finds Molly May Sharp. Plenty of Palace players getting forward here. Molly May Sharp just ran herself into a little bit of a corner. And then straight off the referee, who holds up a couple of apologetic hands. And I think we're going to see another substitution here. But we're going to see a couple of substitutions. Goal scorer Howard will come off. And so too will Annabelle Blanchard. So Howard and Blanchard off. Elise Hughes will come on, as will Lola Brown. Really has been a bit part player at times this season, Lola Brown. Still only 18 years of age, mind you. One career ahead of her. But 32 minutes against Charlton back in September. Out of that, she's really only been 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there. I do think highly over at Chelsea. Everett under pressure here from Thomas. She's done well actually there, Natasha Thomas. More pep in Ipswich Town here. Ashworth Clifford on his left-hand side towards Beth Rowe, who has managed to steer it into a Palace leg and out for a corner. Could Palace have a say on what's happening at the top as part of helping them at the bottom here? 15 minutes to go. In comes the corner, swinging in the wind. Not clear here at all, still not clear. Players on the ground here. Baker tries to get a foot in front of the clearance. All the way back through to Natalia Negri. Launched on again. Everett's header. Well, that's surely a free kick, it is. And in fact, Hayley Ladd will pick up her third yellow card of the season. Maybe a quiet day today, but since that arrival, the January transfer window, Hayley Ladd has been absolutely superb for Palace. And what do Ipswich Town do here? To Boswell, right-hand side, swung into a dangerous position, nodded, loop toward goal and off the crossbar. Well, the wind was never going to make that easy. It's the second time today we've seen a big chance loop like that toward the goal. Really good header, I thought, from Paige Peake. Oh, much closer than the first. Ipswich Town corner kick. In comes the second corner in pretty quick succession. Bearden sweeps it up into the air. Side-footed back in, flicked back into a dangerous position and very well read by the keeper. It was not easy actually for Yanas, who's launched it forward here for Abby Larkin to chase. And Abby Larkin has won a free kick on the very edge of the penalty area. Will argue for a penalty. A yellow card with it as well for Lucy O'Brien. Right on the edge of the penalty area. Can Palace kill this tie? There's one or two lurking. Lola Brown potentially wanting it. Bearden, I think, likely to get it here. Hayley Ladd also in conversation. She's got an absolute screamer on her debut, of course. It's not going to be easy with the sun in her eyes here for Natalia Negri. Chance then, big chance for Crystal Palace on the edge of the penalty area. It is curled toward goal. It is held very well by the keeper. He's desperate to launch it forward. Goes the flag against Abby Larkin. You'd argue from the last couple of weeks, this has been Ipswich's arguably weakest performance. They've not been terrible by any stretch of the imagination. Not challenged the keeper enough, I think that's for certain. They are, of course, the league's lowest goal scorers. Oliver Mackey just seeing something he didn't like there. Second half, as it tends to be for a referee, much busier than the first. It may be here. Lucy Newell, has she just taken a knock to the head or requiring some form of treatment anyway? Everyone still on the pitch. Probably needing a few further steps back. That's just been realised there. Well, it's not been the easiest win, if it is what it is to be here for Palace. Every week, though, that Joe Potter's side are asked questions, they just seem to have the answers, whether it's squeezing through in a game where they've not played at their best, whether it's being dominant and destructive, the way they held on against Charlton. Well, David Wright took over, of course, on an interim basis and has just been so good, but he's maybe got to find one more win from Ipswich's last two games if they get nothing today. They have got a game in hand over Pompey, of course, as well. So there is that to consider. Portsmouth last couple of games, including, of course, hosting Forest. Here is Thomas. He'll switch out as Ladd swings it forward. Hughes. Brown wanted it. Doesn't go her way. And now down this right-hand side come Palace once more. Swung into a dangerous position. Nodded toward goal. It's a great save. And then suddenly put back into danger. Veered. Brown. And somehow not in. My word, what a stop from Negri. That is a brilliant save from Negri. And Lola Brown might not be quite sure as to how that's not gone in. She was absolutely in the right place. The keeper equal to it. Here comes the corner. Brown again. Back to Veerden. Back to Brown. Lays it off edge of the penalty area. Larkin will try for goal, and it's very, very close. Now another substitution. It's going to be Beth Rowe who is coming off. This is an attacking substitution, no question. Rihanna Dean will come on. That is, with 10 minutes to go, an understandable call 5 goals this season, last bagging back in early February against Pompey. With Clifford, nothing given. We are just able to almost land on top of the ball. Six minutes of the game to go as Palace continue what feels like an almost unstoppable piece of momentum to promotion. And who knows? It's unlikely, but there is a chance of a little bit more than that. Ipswich Town are going to have to find something. They cannot rely on Pompey losing their last couple of games. Have to find something. They found some performances, they just cannot find the points. Sheffield United to come at home. A trip to Birmingham. They finish this season at home to a Sunderland who you would imagine will be comfy and safe. Ready for the season to end by that point. Ashworth Clifford down this left-hand side, trying to just thread the ball toward O'Brien. Mitchell, good turn here from Liam Mitchell. Knocked in low, cleared away high. Can they make a little bit of pressure tell? So, big chance to try and swing something in here. That's a bit of energy thrown onto the pitch. Ashworth, Clifford's free kick into a dangerous position. Drops down, brilliantly blocked by Brown. Larkin leathers it forward. Ashley Verdon's chasing you, sometimes that's the only sensible course of action. Three and a half minutes to go, plus added time, of which there will not be a whole lot. Larkin back to Sharp. Molly May Sharp. Ball into the edge of the 6-yard box and seemed to come out of nowhere there in the end. Can Ipswich get anything? Feels right now like Palace may hold on with more than a little bit of comfort. Weir is, well, I think misjudged it again because of the wind. It's another corner to Palace. Larkin strolling with the ball. Larkin's corner. Baker able to get it, and now her pace could be dangerous here. Ava Baker is breaking forward. It's Ava Baker. There's only one defender in front of her, plenty around her as well. It's still with Ava Baker. Needs some support here. Gets it on the edge of the area from Boswell, whose cross is in the end, I think, going to be given as a free kick. Boswell has taken a knock in the process. And this could be a fascinating late chance. There's a tap on the shoulder from Peake on Lucy Ashworth-Clifford. Well, can you imagine this late on how important that would be for Ipswich, how perhaps upsetting it would be for Palace? Is it possible? You would imagine that, although not definite, of course, we don't know what Ashworth-Clifford is going to do here. Lucy Ashworth-Clifford curled in. It's a good ball in as well, which is very well defended. Back in from Graham. Brown trying to emerge with it. Hit from long range and over and wide. Three minutes of added time at the VBS Community Stadium. Maybe 3 minutes for this goal kick here. This is a side who have made their progress this season by getting it done. It's only the last couple of minutes for them to get it done. Just evades Baker, and now Veerden can charge. Slam back forward. Halfway line once more. And Veerden in space. Actually, Veerden's ball in is low. It is nodded away well, though. Absolutely nothing else that Paige Peake could do. Is it going to be 5 wins from 6 for Palace? One concedes the ball, but luckily goes away for a corner. We'll see Ava Baker more from the start. Next start against Sheffield United. Hughes and Brown, Veerden all just hanging out by the corner flag. There is a couple more big days to come for both of these sides. On this big day, it would appear that Palace are going to emerge as victors and really perhaps start to worry Charlton and maybe even Birmingham City ahead of them. It's going to be a yellow card, I think, for Veerden. Just for slowing things down. And look at that. Now that is a slightly less good day for Palace. Newcastle United, a late equaliser. It's Jordan Nobbs in the 91st minute who's got the goal for Newcastle United. How important could that be for them as well? This league does not stop giving. Every time it feels like things are settling, it opens up wide once more. Here, though, at the VBS Community Stadium, it seems that Palace have closed out all 3 points. Last throw of the dice for Ipswich Town. Got to get on with it quickly. To the penalty area they come. Ball just behind one or two. Scrambled clear. And that is it. Crystal Palace's unbelievable run of form continues. They are putting pressure on Charlton. They are putting pressure on Birmingham City. They're always just able to find a way to get it done, and they've got it done today. A brilliant set-piece move. So Kirsty Howard curl the ball home and give all 3 points to the home side. For Ipswich Town, they were yet again not poor today. Maybe the weakest of their most recent couple. Could they have got a draw? Should they have got a draw? But either way, they are still very, very worryingly just one goal ahead of Portsmouth at the bottom of the Barclays WSL 2 table. Durham's late point earlier on did not help them. David Wright knows this, but Ipswich Town are going to have to find a way to help themselves. They have got Sheffield United, Birmingham City and Sunderland at home in order to save themselves. And here's the man who's got to come up with a plan to do it. The first 20 minutes felt like we were on for one of the best games of the season. In the end, as Palace so often do, they took the lead and really in truth never looked like relinquishing it. The job that Joe Potter has done continues to be superb as well. But this league, well, we saw Portsmouth a couple of weeks ago beat Charlton. We've seen huge surprises. And in the Barclays WSL 2, it feels like there's never really that much time before the next surprise in a wide open and fascinating league. At full time, it is finished. Crystal Palace 1, Ipswich Town 0. Well, here is the tale of the game in numbers. 19 shots to 11 is only a tad kind on Ipswich Town. As you can see, 52% of the aerial duels won. There was so much physicality, particularly with Colette Kavanagh in that first 50 or so minutes before she was substituted. And that passing accuracy of Palace is always very, very good, 83% today. Got a yellow cards for Oliver Mackie to have to deal with. Arguably the most contentious, if you will, was perhaps Princess Lewy's challenge on the goalkeeper. Now this is today's results, or at least almost results, between Newcastle United and Forest. A last-minute Beth Heppel penalty has given Durham what could turn out to be an absolutely gigantic point against Bristol City, who will be a Barclays WSL 2 team next year. We saw Palace win 1-0. Forest took the lead in that game. But Jordan Nobbs, 33 years of age in added time, has equalised in Gateshead there. So from the last couple of days in full, Birmingham, of course, got it done yet again. I mean, a side who are so bombastic at times, but so often so talented in finding ways to win. They found the way to win again. And Sheffield United actually played better than a 5-2 result suggests in that game too. And this is how it leaves the table for today. Birmingham and Charlton separated by, admittedly, 11 goals. But Charlton really do look quite frail at the moment. Palace just 3 points off them now and equal on goal difference too. Newcastle, if that turns out to be a 1-1 draw, will sit in fourth. And Ipswich Town just 1 goal between themselves and Pompey, but arguably, very importantly, there is an extra game in Ipswich Town's pocket as well. As I've said a couple of times, the Barclays WSL 2 is a league that just keeps giving. And only a couple of weeks before the end of this season, any one of that top 6 could have been promoted. You'd argue now it is done for Bristol City and arguably Southampton too. Well, let's take a look, shall we, at this game and its highlights. And this was the goal. A quickly taken corner from Kirsty Howard. Knew exactly what she was doing from the second she started it. An absolutely superb long-range curling effort that gave them the win. Absolutely superb from Howard. Veerden knew exactly what was going on as well. Just straight back to her. Of all the assists that Ashley Veerden has got this season, 8 in total. That's become 9 now. That was probably the easiest. And this was a brilliant moment from Peskett. Brilliant charge from Sophie Peskett as well. And this is the challenge that there might be a couple of questions about. It's a yellow card the way of the number 99, but, well, there may be a few more conversations about that challenge further down the line. A very physical game that was, at times, very well played. Brilliant ball from Peskett as well. And yeah, a very strong challenge inside the penalty area. This wasn't too long after. Colette Kavanagh finding the big charging run of Boswell. Bounced off her from Swaby. She just kept going, the captain. And then, well, somehow the ball was cleared away before Kit Graham could challenge the goalkeeper. Had a fair few chances in the game, Kit Graham. Wasn't able to get comfortable enough here to pull the trigger when she needed to. Well defended by the captain. Boswell again involved. Big curling effort, the nod toward goal though, onto the roof of the crossbar. Very, very big chance, which didn't land particularly comfortably. Kenzie Weir with the effort in the end. But Palace, outside of those chances, never really looked in a huge amount of danger and had some chances themselves, including this one, which was brilliantly saved by Negri. Chelsea loanee Lola Brown and got a second bite of the cherry and couldn't quite get it on target. With an Ipswich Town boot in the way. And that was a huge chance for Palace to double their lead, which they couldn't take, but in the end, would not need. And then late on, Veerden and Brown combining well. Brown laying it off. Larkin's effort, scraping the crossbar. And it continued to rise. And those are the big moments from what was a really intriguing game at the VBS Community Stadium. A reminder, you can watch every single Barclays WSL 2 game on this YouTube channel. And if you haven't yet done it, WSL Football have launched their brand new app offering fans of both the Barclays WSL and Barclays WSL 2 a front row seat to all the exclusive content, all the games broadcast on the league's YouTube channels as well. To download the app for free, fans can search WSL Football in the Apple App Store or on the Google Play Store as well. There is a lot of highlights this weekend. There is going to be more to come. The Barclays WSL 2 remains very, very difficult to call. At the VBS Community Stadium, it's finished Crystal Palace 1, Ipswich Town 0.